Hello, my dear children. The topic of the day is photoelectric effect. Well, what is photoelectric effect? In photoelectric effect, electrons are produced by a surface when light falls over it. There are other ways of getting the electrons from a surface. One of them is what? Field emission. You have studied in class 10th. In field emission, a very high potential difference is created between cathode and anode. And because of this very high potential difference, cathode rays are produced. Cathode rays consist of electrons. Well, if we heat a surface, because of heating of surface, again from the surface, electrons are produced. This is called thermionic emission. So we have field emission where high potential difference causes the emission of electrons. We have thermionic emission where heating produces electrons from a surface. And what are we going to study today is photoelectric effect, where electrons come out of a surface, electrons emerge out of a surface, electrons are given out of a surface when light falls over it. So let's begin our deliberation of photoelectric effect. Well, children, this is a surface. This is called photoelectric surface, and you can see here when light falls over the photoelectric surface, photosensitive surface, electrons are given out from the surface. The phenomenon is called as photoelectric effect. These electrons which are produced are called as photoelectrons. And the surface, of course, is photosensitive surface or photoelectric surface. Well, what is work function? Every surface doesn't give out electron when the light falls over it. So why is that certain surfaces give out electrons when light falls over it? It is simply because every surface is associated with some minimum energy. Every surface is associated with some minimum energy which, when given to the surface, the electrons are produced. Electrons are given out from the surface or just given out from the surface. So what is work function? Work function is the minimum energy of the surface which, when given to the surface through photons for just emission of electron. So this minimum energy, which is the characteristic property of the surface, is called work function of the surface. So only from those surfaces electrons are given out whose work function is low, and the energy of incident photon is greater than the work function of the surface. Well, energy of photon, electrons are produced here when the photons fall over the surface. So energy of photon, which is same as work function, is called threshold energy. Remember, threshold energy is same as work function, and it is also the characteristic property of a surface. So E naught is threshold energy, that is minimum energy of photon of light for just emission of electron from a surface. And we already know Maxwell-Planck's hypothesis. This energy can be written as h into nu, that is Planck constant, into frequency nu naught. What is nu naught? Nu naught is called as threshold frequency. So what is threshold frequency? Threshold frequency is minimum frequency of light which, when incident over a surface, for just emission of electrons. And this frequency can also be written as speed upon wavelength, that is work function is equal to SC upon lambda naught. So what is this lambda naught? This lambda naught is called as threshold wavelength. So threshold wavelength is defined as the maximum wavelength of light which, when incident over a surface, for just emission of electrons from the surface. Remember, children, whether it is work function or threshold energy or threshold frequency or threshold wavelength, all these are characteristic property of a photoelectric surface. Children, let's understand the Einstein's explanation of photoelectric effect. Well, Einstein said, electrons are going to be given out from a surface only when energy of incident photon is greater than the threshold energy of the surface. This is condition. This is condition for photoelectric emission. So electrons are going to be produced from the surface only when E is greater than or equal to E naught. E is energy of incident photon and E naught is threshold energy. And what happens thereafter? Whatever is the excess of energy of photon over work function, excess of energy of photon over threshold energy E naught is imparted to electrons in the form of its kinetic energy. E of course has to be greater than or just equal to E naught for photoelectric emission to take place. When E is equal to E naught, electrons are just emitted and their kinetic energy is what? 0. And when E is greater than E naught, so difference of energy E minus E naught, excess of energy of photon over work function is imparted to electrons in the form of its kinetic energy K. So E minus E naught is equal to K, the kinetic energy. Well, when E is less than E naught, kinetic energy is negative, which is not possible. Kinetic energy of electron cannot be negative, or any kinetic energy can never be negative. Kinetic energy is always positive. So when E is less than E naught, well, photoelectric emission is not possible because kinetic energy can never be negative. So excess of energy of photon over work function is imparted to electron in the form of its kinetic energy K. E minus E naught is equal to K. This is Einstein's photoelectric equation in term of energy. And we all know that E is equal to h nu or E naught is equal to h nu naught. If we take h common, we get what? Nu minus nu naught is equal to K. K is kinetic energy. This is also Einstein's photoelectric equation, but in term of frequency. We also know that frequency is speed upon wavelength. So if we write this as c upon lambda and this as c upon lambda naught, and c is comes out common, what do we get? hc 1 upon lambda minus 1 upon lambda naught is equal to K. So this is again Einstein's photoelectric equation, and it is in term of wavelength of the incident light as well as threshold wavelength. So all these three equations are Einstein's photoelectric equation. And this kinetic energy, which is 1 upon 2 mv square, you can find out the speed of the electrons also, provided you know its kinetic energy. This kinetic energy can also be written as E into Vs. What is this Vs? Vs is stopping potential. We'll know this very shortly. Right now, let us write it as EVS. But what is Vs? We'll study in detail very shortly. Well, what is photocell? Children, photocell is a device through which we can make good use of photoelectric effect. And what is there in photocell? In photocell we have a photoelectric surface, and right close to it we have a plate, conducting plate. And when the light falls over photoelectric surface, well, from the photoelectric surface electrons are given out. This is light falling over photoelectric surface, and E greater than E naught, electrons are produced, and these electrons reach the plate on their own. So as the light falls over photoelectric surface of photocell, it gives out electrons, and these electrons, on account of their non-zero kinetic energy E minus E naught is equal to K, E is greater than E naught, therefore K will have certain value, that is electrons will have certain finite value of kinetic energy, and by virtue of that kinetic energy electrons will move, and as they move they reach this plate, and as they reach the plate, what happens? The circuit gets completed, and there is current in the circuit like this, and this current which is there in the circuit, when the light falls, is called plate current. What do we call this as? We call this as plate current. So what is there in photocell? Photocell is a very tiny device. It is the size of the photocell is just like the size of the button of a shirt. And there are two terminals. One is of course photoelectric surface, you may also call it as cathode, and the other one is what? A conducting plate. And the moment light falls over it, electrons are produced by photoelectric surface and they reach the plate, and as they reach the plate, the circuit gets completed and there is current in the circuit. So what is photocell? Photocell behaves like a switch. It behaves like a switch which operates when light falls over it. When light falls over it, the switch is on, and when the light doesn't fall over it, switch is what? Off. So photocell behaves like light operated switch. So children, we are going to study IV characteristic, IV, current versus voltage graph for a photocell, which is called IV characteristic curve of a photocell. So we make a circuit as shown here. This is a photocell, and the light falling over the photocell has energy of photon as E, which is greater than E naught. That means photoelectric emission is taking place. And what do? This is the battery connected here, which is called plate voltage. This battery applies plate voltage. And see, first we make this plate positive. First we give positive potential to the plate, and for that we connect this three-way key like here. So first we connect this battery with this photocell. That means this plate has been given what? Positive potential, and this positive potential is varied right from 0 to higher values. So what happens as we vary the voltage? What happens as we vary the voltage? To current in the circuit, which is plate current, and that is what is plotted here. See, when there is no potential difference between the two plates, no battery connected, well, the plate voltage is 0. So when plate voltage is 0, even then there is some current in the circuit. Why? There is no battery connected, it is just short. Even then, when Vp is 0, plate voltage is 0, there is some current in the circuit. And when we increase the voltage, when we increase this voltage, the value of current increases. As we further increase the value of voltage, value of plate current what? Increases, and what happens? We reach saturation state. This is saturation state. And what happens in saturation state? In saturation state, the value of current becomes maximum and it stops increasing. So once we reach saturation state, whatever may be the value of higher value of plate voltage, the value of current becomes constant. Now children, let us know why is this, that there is current in the circuit when there is no voltage. When voltage increases, current increases. Why does it increase? And even if it increases with the increase of voltage, why does it become constant? So let us understand all three things, the logic of all three observations. See, when there is no plate voltage connected to this plate, when there is no positive voltage connected to plate, there is some current in the circuit. It is simply because E is greater than E naught. Therefore, electrons are given out with certain non-zero value of kinetic energy. When electrons which are produced from the surface, they have certain non-zero kinetic energy. Therefore, they reach on their own to this plate, and there is current in the circuit. So this current in the circuit is simply because of non-zero kinetic energy of electrons which are produced due to photoelectric emission. Well, as we increase the value of positive potential of the plate, the number of electrons reaching the plate increases. Why increases? It is simply because this plate, when acquires the positive potential, starts attracting negatively charged particles, electrons, towards itself. Those electrons which were not able to reach this plate because of any reason, they are pulled toward this plate, and when they are pulled towards the plate, number of electrons reaching the plate increases, and as the result, what happens? The plate current increases. As we increase the value of voltage, more and more electrons reach the plate, and what happens finally? A state is reached when the current stops increasing. So why is that the current stops increasing? Well children, as we increase the positive potential to the plate, current increases, but beyond certain value the current stops increasing. Well, it is simply because as the electrons move from photoelectric surface to plate, some of the electrons get accumulated in between the two plates in the form of space charge. They do not move, they remain stationary in the space in between the two plates. That is also called as electron cloud. And as we give the positive charge to this plate, these electrons from this electron cloud are also pulled towards the plate. At the real, the current increases when all the electrons which are there in the electron cloud are pulled or have been pulled, the current becomes constant. So in this saturation state, as many electrons are emitted from the plate, all of them reach what? Plate. And in this situation, the value of current becomes constant. Well, in the second situation, what do? We disconnect this battery and we connect this battery like this. Yeah. Now we give this plate with a negative potential. And what happens? When this plate is given negative potential, when it was positive, it was attracting the electrons. When this plate is given negative potential, it will repel away the electrons. So when we increase the value of negative potential applied over the plate, what happens? The value of current decreases simply because, well, the plate starts repelling the electrons. And this is, as we increase the value of negative potential, current decreases, and this is the value of negative potential for which the current becomes zero for the first time. This is the negative potential of the plate for which the current becomes zero for the first time. And this potential is called as stopping potential. Very, very important. Stopping potential or cutoff potential. So cutoff potential is the potential, or stopping potential is the potential for which the current becomes zero for the first time, and this potential is measure of maximum kinetic energy of emitted electrons. Maximum kinetic energy of emitted electrons. That means if we know the stopping potential, we know the maximum kinetic energy of emitted electrons. And what is that? E minus E naught is equal to K. That K is the maximum value of kinetic energy, and that is what we know with the help of stopping potential. So children, we come to the end of today's class right here. We will continue this topic in the next class. So until we meet again very shortly, Goodbye.